Hello, all my favorite people. Today is a different kind of video that I really want to try and that people on my Instagram have said like, hey, we love to see things like this and it's fun for me to film, so I thought why not. I'm going to do a little sewing vlog, so there are a few things that I want to do today and I'm going to walk you through it. And yeah, just explain you the process of how I make things, sewing, chatting, everything in between that. I hope you like this kind of videos, and yeah, let's dive into it. For last year in summer, I made a pants with waves on the side, but the fabric I had was a vintage tablecloth, so it had that effect on the side, this on the side, and then it all had all the embroidery on it. So it was my absolute favorite piece I ever made, but it was a custom piece, so it was sold. So this was on the side, and I'm thinking of creating one of those loose fitted pants, but then make that detail myself from the fabric. I have this beautiful brown linen fabric where I want to try that with, because they are my absolute dream pants. And that are the only plans I have for today. Maybe if I have more time, I do more, maybe not, but I don't want to tell you like 10 things I want to do and then end up doing only 2. So this is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to take you through the process. I still have the pattern of this pants to make this pants, but I do have to add the waves on the side, and I'm just going to show you how I do that and how I'm going to make those pants. Are you team floor or team table? Because my table most of the time is too messy to work on it, and then I have to clean everything up before I can start working on the table, and that doesn't make sense for me. So I usually just sit on the ground, and it also is the biggest space in your house that you have, so that's why I like working on the ground. Going to assemble all the pattern pieces together. I've cut out all the pattern pieces, the normal ones, and I do have enough fabric. I was a little bit doubting if I would have enough, but I do have enough to make the weave ends as well. I'm going to make them as a separate piece and then include them in the side seam. So what I did is I got a piece of paper and folded it in half. I'm going to trace this on the paper and just decide how wide I want it to be, and then trace it all the way over it, and then fold the fabric in half and then cut that out. And then it's time to sew the pants as well. I'm going very quick. Okay, this is the piece and it looks really good. How I look at pattern pieces and if they will look good and if they are at my preference, I literally grab my measuring tape, grab my pattern piece and place it on top of my body. So I want this to be on the side seam, so I place it there and I'm just checking in the mirror or in the screen if I like the look of it, if I like the width, if I like everything. And I have to say that I really love this. I really like that it is uneven. So I'm definitely going to use this piece. So I'm cutting this out of the fabric and then sew the pants together. Before I'm going to start with sewing, I'm going to press everything so that everything is prepared for an easier sewing journey. So steaming all the hems, all the folds, all the lines, all the notches, everything, so that when I start sewing I have a really good flow of everything working for me. And of course I leave my iron on to press during sewing, in between the sewing as well. I really like how these turned out. It's going to look amazing. Working on the pockets, and when they're in there, then I can start working on the side seam. I'm just going to make a top stitching over the pocket. You can do that in different ways. I like to just do it on top so it's a bit visible. I don't really mind that. And then I also always like to sew the top part here, because otherwise it will be coming loose the whole time and that's confusing. So I'm going to pin it and then sew it and do the same for the other side of the pants. I do say that I already coming back from my statement of, oh, we are going so quick, because I'm not going that quick anymore. That's always the case with sewing. Now the pocket is done on one side. I'm going to sew the ruffles and I'm just going to sew all over the top edges following the guides, and then I'm going to make a lot of small little cuts so that when I flip it inside out it looks nice. And I'm just going to incorporate this in the side seam. With a nice edge, I'm going to serge all the seams together anyways. So let's do it. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, but I'm going to take my time for it. And I'm going on a very small seam allowance, so that you really see the scalloped edge. That looks like. Now I'm going to trim the edges a little bit and make a few cuts where, especially on the roundings and in between. So just cutting off excess fabric and then making small cuts. I did one of the ruffles, so I'm going to flip that inside out and see what it looks like before I do the other one as well. Just going to use my hands because it's quite wide. The effect is not too little, that you really see the ruffled edge. Everything about this technique takes long. A little bit. I like it. It could have been more heavier, more intense, but I think this is going to look really nice on the pants. A small little detail. One of such a quite small detail, so only a wave at the side seam takes you like 1 hour or 1.5 hours more time. And that is so fascinating for me, that small, tiny little things take so much. When you see a piece in store that has like very little detail, I don't know, then you know what happens. But maybe then the quality is really good, or it's always a choice that you make in fashion, like, hey, if I'm going to add a detail, it's going to cost more time, so therefore more money to produce the clothing. And if you do it for yourself, you only have to figure out if you want to put all the time and effort into that or not. But it is an interesting thing to think about. So this is the final strap. I'm going to repeat that for the other one and then fold it in between the side seams and then show you what that looks like on the neck. Very sad news because I don't like it. I think I have to use a different method because now it's just too bulky, and I do think that the scallops are too small. So now it looks like this. Very chunky, bulky on the rest of the pants. So these have to be wider. That is what needs to happen. And then all the way to the edge. And I think that I should cut it immediately on the front piece so that there's no seam here, only here, but you will not see it because then you can fold it over. That will look way better. So I'm going to, I didn't sew them together yet. I'm going to undo that one from this pants. I'm going to sew these pants normal. This is a failed project. Well, not failed because I learned something, but I'm coming back to these wavy pants and I'm definitely going to try again, but it doesn't work this way. But now I tried, now I know, and yeah, it was fun. It's still going to be a cool pants. I wanted to make these for a long time anyways. So I'm going to undo that ruffle, think of a better method, and then try again in another vlog. For now, I'm just going to sew these pants, and then the day is almost over. It took me really long to do those ruffles, and it didn't end up well, and it's not very motivating to then sew for the rest of the day, to be just very honest with you. But yeah, I am very motivated to finish the pants in the normal way, but not with the ruffles for now. I'm going to keep you updated about it, and also let me know what you think. If you're like, no, it's a dumb idea in the first place, then I'm not gonna do it anyways, because I was thinking about making it into a pattern. But let me know what you think about the idea of the ruffle side seam of pants, or if you don't like the idea anyway. But I will see you when the pants are done, and then I have a fully handmade outfit. Look really good. I'm going to keep you updated about the wavy thing, but for today this is what everything looks like. And this video here, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, if you want to follow the process of the wavy pants. I will make these videos more if you like that, if you think they are helpful, just seeing other people sewing things. I will see you in the next one. Oh, and you can also join my free community if you want via the description. If you watched till this far, you probably like it because you're not watching the video so far for nothing. Yeah, there are a lot of great free resources in there, and I do live calls in there for pattern making demos, how I work. So if you like that, then join via the link in the description, and I see you next week.